Hello everyone, welcome to Chaos Maker Company, and right now we got special orders for the MakerBot sketches, one large and one's regular for classroom. So right now what we're gonna do is unboxing them right now. I'm gonna try one so that way I don't have to forget what happened from the previous time, but I think there's just the easy steps right now. I tried looking online to see if anybody else actually unbox them, but right now there's no videos right now. So what this right now is just that when you get these packages, you will cut these straps right here, these green ones. These are very heavy duty, so try to use heavy duty scissors or a knife if you have one. What you could do is this one right here. Do not cut these tapes. It says do not cut tape right here. You just use the handles to lift them up, which is on the sides. All you do is just slide up and it'll just it'll unpack itself. So right now I did it right now and it's just easy. All you do is just lift it up and it should be it, because the weight is heavy at the bottom, so it's got to be heavier, but it shouldn't be that heavy from those printers, so because of the sketches. So right now we're going to unbox these right now. I'm going to do one step at a time, so that way we'll begin to do this every now and then. So I'm going to do the videos here and there, so I'm going to keep stopping and pausing. Okay, then I'm going to go unbox this right now. Alrighty then, welcome. And after that, we just begin unpacking. You will open up this box. There's nothing at the bottom, so that's good news. All you have to do is just lift it up, slide it up, and then it should just pull right off. What you gotta do is have right now is just a foam right here. It's just gonna slide off. There's no tape onto it, so that's good news. You will find is this manual on that first one right here on top. It'll be a sketch guide right here. So this is a quick start. Then the next one you do have is the tapes, so you will have to cut them off. They are being strapped down right here for the tape from this side. One tape's gonna be on that side and the tape on this side right here. Then what you can do is unravel it and you'll find the printer already exposed. And that's that. All you do is unpack it. Make sure you find a location for the printer, because that way you'll set it up to a sturdier place right now. So right now I'm gonna look for a location for my side because I had to look for a table. But it's okay, don't worry. This is, as long as this is sturdier, I'm just gonna look over it to see what's going on with it, see if everything else is okay, everything else is placed, and that would go from there, from the boxes as well. So I'm gonna put this into a table right now. We can look over it and then go from there. Okay, then welcome back. And after that, we got this open up. Not that bad. You do need another second person or another person that's a little more stronger, so that we can actually lift up the printer on from here, and it's gonna be onto the table from right here. So I'm gonna zoom out a little more. So this is what it looks like for the printer itself. Everything else is still taped up, which is okay. That's fine by me. I'm just looking at the instructions right now to see what does it say to actually remove some few items. But the one thing you can remove is just these blue tapes, the foam for the inside, and that's it. Do not remove this guy yet from the filament platform. It says that it will fall off, but do that one last until it's being instructed. There are some videos that be shared right away, so that way all you have to do is go from there. Now I will oversee this printer later on, so that way I know that what does it have the features, if there's any connections, which I'm guessing there is a power source into it. Then there's, well, hopefully they do have a Ethernet connection, I hope, but if not, it will be a Wi-Fi system, which that's gonna be a big issues from my side. So that's one thing I have to look into that one later on. But we'll see how it goes from there. Not that, see the results afterwards. But again, have somebody else to actually remove the printer out of the box. All you have to do is just have it tilted. So once you lift it up from this side, where the filament spool is at from here, you'll have an access from here at the bottom. You'll have a good grip. Tilt it, and that way it'll become sideways at a 45-degree angle. It'll rest on top of the foam, so don't worry, it won't damage it, because that way once you go from the bottom of the film right here, use the second hand to grab the corner of the printer, lift it up, and then just put it into a table. Make sure it's sturdier. So right now I'm on a sturdy table. We're good to go. Now that look into the instructions, nothing much on the instruction manuals. All it says just the registration, certify it. Now the next one says the unpacking controllers. You have two internet ports, two power ports, which is the metric ones, and the other one's the American version. So just highly recommend that one in case if you guys have those two connection or outlet connection. Now you will receive 3 filaments, so they're at the bottom over here on this foam right here. So you have 1, 2, and 3. That's all you have for now. That's all you could be receiving onto this sketch right now. So I'm gonna look at the other ones. There's 2 types we do have. One's the large and one's the classroom, I think it was. I'll look into those ones to see what is available inside of them, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, I'll check out the other prints. Check you later. Alrighty then, so this is the one that's called the Sketch Large. As you can see, the label down at the bottom left corner. And right now I remove everything else, kind of take it slow and steady to remove all those tape and the protective plastic, because again, this is very fragile onto, like, it don't rip it off like a child does for a Christmas present. Just peel it off very slowly, remove the tapes very carefully and slowly, and then you can discard the remainings if you want to. So right now, this is what it is right now. We have the clear plexiglass, or no, not plexiglass, acrylic plastic on top, sideways, and the other sideways too as well. Then we have another clear one too as well onto the filament spool, so that's good news. I'm gonna leave this on for now because again, I don't want to remove it since they remind me that ones might be loose on the sides for the filament, and then there's one in the back too as well of the other opposite back of the printer itself. So this one's just a magnetic door, so I just open it, swivel it back and forth. It does have a magnetic door, so that's good news. Another they do have is the USB port that's right here, and a touchscreen on the side right there. The power source is in the back of the corner or the opposite corner, so I have to look into that one to see where's it at. Then you have the instructions right here on the Maker or the Sketch power source. I'm gonna remove this door right here, and this is what we have right here for the schematic. So we'll review that one later on. So right now, I left this door open right now, and what you can do right here is remove this guy right here. I'm gonna place this on the table. Remove this right here. There are some items inside of it, so don't worry if there's missing any cords or anything like that. Just notice that your items might be in here inside this foam container. So it is inside of this one right here, very large, and that way it's already inside of it. Remove the lid. Voila. So you have the other items as the other sketch too as well. We have the plugs, English, and the metric ones for the power source outlet. Then we have some of the items inside of it, same thing as the other sketch. We have the side clippers, Allen wrenches, tools, scraper, and some replacement inside of it, which is the fan and some lubrication for the gears itself. So we're gonna look into that later on. We do have is the platform, so that's good news. They gave you one platform. The other one does have two of them, but this one they'll give you one for now for this big platform. So this is a lot more larger than the other one. This is way much better. I do like this one right here, so that's good news because that way you get more larger platform. But we'll measure out later. I'm gonna put these guys back inside this one right here, this container, and move on to the other one. So now we have this right here that's open space. This is a little bit larger, so we can do our measurements from here to measure from the what is the exact height, our length and width. Now that we're gonna remove the last one, the plastic covering in the back, and that's it. That's the last one, and that's it. And then the rest of it, you can install it. That's all of it. Yeah, well, I'm gonna look into it right now. I don't think there's no internet connection, so that's okay with me. Or actually, there's one. Yeah, I found it. So I'll probably do a review of this printer itself, so that way we'll continue how to actually use these printers, and at that begin our first print. So hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, subscribe, and at that suggest this to everyone else for a review of this box. All right, then catch you later. And again, this is the Sketch Large, so this is the large one right here. That's 8" by 8". Hopefully I have to go do some review on this guy just for now. So I'm gonna do some installment, see what's going on, and then that record from there. Okay. Hello, welcome back to Chaos Maker Company, and then let's go do a review of the Sketch Large. So what do I think of this printer? Not that bad. This is a little more larger of the printing bed area, and that the build plate can be removed and be flexible, so you can actually do that one. All you do is remove some of the attachments onto the build plate. I do some more review onto it because of the areas that they do say that it can be removed, sometimes cannot be removed, so there's a bit of a confusion there. But right now, yeah, this looks amazing. Nozzles is still great too as well. You can actually remove it from this thing right here. The big issue with this one was that this thing only has the motor in the back, which I'm going to show you right now. This is just the nozzle itself. It's just by with the heating area, and that way it actually heats up the filament. That's all you have to do. It is very lightweight, so that's good news. Build plate is already like I said, it's already been down. It's already ready to go. Just this feature of the printer itself, how it's being printed, is like the same as the other printers, where this nozzle will actually go down to the build plate, and it's just gonna build up from on top. And the movement of the build plate, it just goes back and forth. So that's one thing too as well. It will go back. So. But yeah, but this one, I do love this one because it actually is insulated all over the place. So it is insulated from the top, side, the back, and also from the interior too as well. So, and after you have to do, all you have is the controllers, which not that big of a deal. It does have a touch screen. I'm a bit worried about that one, about touchscreens a little more. I really love it what they have like knobs or buttons. That does make sense. But again, it should be okay. Touchscreens, I have no issues. The door of it is magnetic, so that way it's just magnets onto it. So there's no attachments or anything like that. Just like a magnet. That's all. That's all they have right now. It's not like a heavy duty printer, so that's not bad. So in the back right here, we do have as the filament containment. So this one right here, this acrylic case, you got to remove it too as well. It does have magnets, so that way all you have to do is just pry it open on top. It will have a door, and now that you just guide yourself down below, there's actually little guides. All you have to do is go on the top, pull it, and then pull the bottom and go from there. So this is what it looks like from the inside. I'm gonna put this on top. So this is what it looks like from the filament. The filament that you guys be receiving is different. It's 900 grams, which is not that bad. I do love that one. At least that one's a lot more similar to the other filaments that I do have, which is the monoprice. They do have with the inland, the other filaments I do have around here. So I'm going to present those ones later next time in the future. But again, it is like a little bit larger spool, same design, that it's always similar. I was like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. It's just like a update on the filament. So where you got your filament is up, same thing as go down below here, but you can't access down below. What you could do is go over here to this little attachment, remove this guy, and this is where you gotta access your filament. So there's a motor inside of it. There's a little knob inside too as well, similar to my monoprice. So not that big of a deal. So that's not good, or that's not bad. All you do is just lift up this lever right here, lift it up. There's a spring mechanism, so you gotta be strong, or actually, yeah, trying to like apply more pressure onto it. All you do is just lift it up, because that way it'll loosen up the filament. It'll go down below here, guide its way up, and go from there. I think this is the film right here, yeah. This is the filament going up here, going on top, and enter through the filament inside of it. Now, this is where it's kind of not where I want it on the filament itself, because the motor's right here, that's true. That's okay, it guides the filament from here to here. But from this attachment right here, it doesn't have the motor to actually guide it down here as well. So your motor's over here in the back, which is not good, and it's just gonna guide itself over here. So because again, you have more pressure going over here, trying to push upward onto the filament onto here. So it's the same thing as the monoprice I do have. It's okay, but what will happen if the filaments get stuck in this area? I don't know what's gonna happen next, or if the filament's gonna get stuck. Well, actually, I think that's be okay too as well, because I think you have that tool. It has a nozzle remover, so that way all you do, if it does get jammed or if it gets stuck or broken along into the tube, it will manage that one too as well. But I'm a bit worried about that one though. That's one thing. But I think this is okay. I think they did show the video that this little guy right here on the brass tip with where it connects the tubing, it can be removed, so you could just push it down, remove the tubing, and that will be released. So that way, actually, you can remove it from here from the motor. If it does break over here, you can just remove it from there, bring it out. It should be okay. So that's one thing I am a bit skeptical about this one right here, this motor, but it's okay. I do like this design right here. It's much better because that way it has a container and it contains everything else, so that way there's no way to actually have the environmental impact onto this guy right here, and that will be okay. But we will look at it later on in the future to see how well it'll adhere when you do some few testings onto this guy, to actually see if it does handle some of the areas, and that's to see what we can actually do for this printer itself. So this is a new model right now. It'll be the Sketch Large. So this is the bigger one. This one, I do love the bed. It's a lot more bigger than I expected to be than the other one with the Classroom or the regular Sketch. That one has a little smaller bed, but that one's a lot more bigger than the original one, which I do like that one. That's great news. This is a lot more heavier. Kind of be careful when you're unpacking the printer itself. It is a little more heavier on the other side, which is roughly around 30 pounds, 50 pounds. It's a lot more heavier, so kind of be careful. Or no, it's like around 60 pounds. It's like a lot more heavier because it has more of the heavier side. So kind of be careful on that one. Have a secondary person to actually lift it up for you, and that way they'll actually bring it up from the table. So that way, kind of be careful, and that we'll go from there. Okay. Hope everybody else enjoyed this video on the Sketch Large. Give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe, and at that, become a member of our Callus Maker Company on our website. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.